Can you see us? Is this happening?
Is it
I guess we're live now. Yeah.
Hey guys! It's been 8 months since we have gone live, and we only know that we just saw that on our thing. So anyway, it is so good to be here, and I want to thank Tim Beverly. I sent him a message on Facebook, let him know that we were going to try to go live to see if he could moderate for us. So thank you, Tim.
Thanks, Tim.
Tim has been a good friend to us for a long time. So
yes,
we are very happy to have him here to hopefully keep things clean and family friendly, because you never know when you go live what's going to happen.
It is good to be back.
Yes, all our friends are here.
And please say hi so we know you're with us.
Yes, Anna's here. My friend Julie is here.
Hey guys.
Mark is here.
Mark.
Donna, Jamie. Oh my goodness, Bayou Roots Homestead. Miss Carol. Hey, Miss Carol. Tinster, how are you? So good to see you guys. We have missed y'all so much. It has been a very crazy year. And but
to say the least.
To say the least, but it feels like things are finally starting to, I don't want to say slow down, but I think we're managing it better.
Probably.
I think it's probably the best way to put it. So anyway, so we were talking today, and I was thinking, it'd be nice to go live tonight. And then he said, hey, what do you think about maybe going live tonight? I'm like,
I know.
We
both mentioned it.
Yeah. So, hey, Jennifer. There's my friend Jen with Serenity Hill. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank y'all very, very much. All right, so how are you guys doing? We thought we would just kind of catch up today and kind of let y'all know what we've been up to and see what y'all have been up to.
Yeah, we'll give you an update. We'll catch up on things. We'll tell you where we're at currently. And just chat with you guys. It is 8 months ago. We haven't been live this year, have we?
No, 8 months ago
it was
right at the end.
I guess around Christmas time.
Yeah, I think so.
Or maybe even back at Thanksgiving.
Well, this is August, which is the 8th month of the year. So I don't know.
So it would have been right around New Year's, probably, or right before New Year's. Yeah. So it's been a while.
It's been a while. Okay, so backtracking just a little bit. In March, I changed back to my old job. So I had gone to mortgages. Now I'm back in real estate. I'm not a real estate agent. I just work for some.
She is a director of operations.
I'm the DOO of a real estate team.
Yeah.
Which is what I did before.
Yeah.
And it's a very demanding job because I wear a lot of different hats. I do marketing, I run the office, take care of the financial part, handle the contracts, all of that stuff. So there's a lot. And it took me probably...
Jamie says maybe November was the last one we did.
Yeah, could be. But yeah, just, and even though it's my old job and I kind of set up the office the way it was run, there were new things to learn. And then a lot was going on when I came back. So anyway, I feel like I finally got my foothold. And so now it's all good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She went down to Georgia a few weeks ago, and tell them what happened on your way back home.
So I get into LJ, if anybody knows where LJ is, and a deer jumped out in front of me. So thankfully, I was going about 45 miles an hour. I had both hands on the wheel. I was totally paying attention.
And she was driving her cousin's car.
Driving my cousin's car. So, but thankfully, we were able to kind of push everything back together. It wasn't so terribly damaged. I was able to drive it home.
Yeah. Let's just say I spent $20 and you can almost not even tell that it's been hit.
Yeah.
Or that it hit a deer.
Yeah. Hey, Miss Carol. I'm looking for a soul to steal. Yeah, no. Okay, so let's see. Also, this year, I went from being gray-headed to a brunette, and now I'm blonde.
You're blondish gray.
Blondish gray. Well, I went blonde to help transition the gray. So a lot of y'all have been following me since back in the Caver's Wife days, so you probably remember that when I went gray, I just quit coloring my hair altogether, and just let it go natural. I quit cold turkey. But this time, I decided that I wanted the help of a professional to blend the gray, and we actually really like the blonde. Like, I really, really like it.
It looks nice.
It does.
Really
I
good.
never would have thought that I could have blonde hair and it look not weird, but I'm a fan. I like it.
Looks good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Amanda saying you were getting your real estate test, or it was your mortgage.
Yes.
What was it?
I took my mortgage
Lender.
Licensing test and passed it. And yes, thank y'all very much. And I did. It was great. Blondes have more fun. I haven't really noticed that I've been having more fun.
Yeah, LJ is a beautiful area.
It is. Yes. Hey, Melissa.
Just watch out for the deer.
Yeah, just watch out for the deer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Queen Peach.
Thank you.
Dawn.
It is really good to be back. Everybody's saying they've missed us,
Yeah.
and believe me, we've missed y'all too,
Yes,
because
we
we
have.
really do enjoy kind of our
community,
our community and friends that we get to chat with on a regular basis, and so that's we missed it as well.
Yes.
Life happens. It's just kind of been crazy.
And if you all have been following Row & Co Farms, that's my friend Julie. She's been kicking cancer's booty. And she said that she posted an update today, which I haven't seen yet, so I will definitely go and watch that. But you guys definitely follow Miss Julie and give her some love. Yeah. I really think that her sharing her journey, I think, is wonderful, just because going through something like that is so scary. And then I think just seeing that there's a community, people posting what they're going through, where you don't feel like you're alone, or kind of give you something to expect. You
have no idea who you might help or reach that you don't even know. So
exactly. Mulberry Branch Farm, what's up? Okay, so let me tell you what Mulberry Branch Farm has been up to. They are in the throes of planning an Indiana Homestead conference. And I believe y'all got Mr. Joel Salatin signed up, didn't you?
Did they?
I believe they did. So yeah, if you're in Indiana, you've been looking for a Homestead conference, maybe Virginia's too far.
Yeah. Oklahoma's got a big one that's been going on now. They've got Joel.
Do they?
Yeah, I know they've got Joel. And of course, Daniel Arms and them. Was it Arms Family, Keeping It Dutch? Those all a lot of those Okie homesteaders. They're doing big, but yeah, the group in Indiana has really rallied too.
Yeah.
She says it's been insane. Yes, we are so excited about it.
Yeah. And as y'all know, I helped the first couple of years of Homesteaders of America, and there is so much work that goes on behind the scenes, arranging speakers, vendors, getting the venue, making sure you've got enough food trucks. I mean, it definitely takes a team, and it looks like they are doing a really, really good job.
Dutch is in Texas now.
So Mulberry Branch, do you have a link or a website where people can go to check out the information?
Yeah, we'll give you a plug. We'll shout it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let us know here in the comments if there's a place they can go to check it out.
A couple of people in Indiana saying hello.
Hello from Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, there's Miss Patty. How are you?
Hey, Patty.
All right, so let's see what else has been going on. What's been going on with you? You got something big coming up next week.
Gosh. No.
Not that he really wants to talk about it, but I'm going to make him.
I'm having a little surgery next week on my foot. It's minor. But it's still a procedure, so appreciate any prayers. It's probably going to be more about the healing than anything. Just to fix something in my foot. But because of the procedure, I'm gonna be, off my feet for weeks.
This is not new to him. He's been through this before.
With
the
my
other foot.
Yeah, with my other foot, like 8 years ago. So I kind of know. I don't really dread getting it done. I'm actually excited about getting this fixed, but it's the recovery because your outer extremities take the longest to heal, and especially your feet. So I always want to do something. I hate getting cabin fever and just being stationary. And for several weeks, I'm going to be stationary.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but
anyway.
hopefully we can find things to keep him occupied.
Yeah.
Let's see. So Ashley did.
Appreciate that,
Mulberry
everyone.
Branch. Ashley posted the link to the Indiana Homestead Conference. So if you are interested in that is where you can go check it out.
Check in the comments for the link. Awesome. Thank you for getting that on here.
Boston rocks. What's up? Russell Springs, Kentucky.
Russell Springs, Kentucky.
You're just down the road.
Yeah.
Julie said recovery is always the hardest part. She's definitely going through it right now because she just had a major surgery.
What I'm having is nothing compared to what a lot of people go through. So.
Yeah. So Jack is going to drive Tangy crazy. Yes, he is. That's okay. So will they have to lock you out of the cave until you recover? Yeah,
pretty much. I probably won't be in the cave for at least a couple of months.
Oh, Terry asked if you're going to get a knee scooter. The doctor actually asked him if he wanted a knee scooter or crutches.
And I told him I wanted crutches. Just because we've got chairs in the house with wheels. So I can throw my knee in a chair and take off rolling down the hallway to get from room to room. But to get out of the house, I'm going to need crutches because there's steps. So right now, I'd rather have crutches.
Yeah.
I may wish I had the scooter, but the only thing I'd use it for is inside the house, and we've got stuff with wheels in the house.
Yeah. Good times.
Yeah. Yeah.
He might be, I'll have to, you cut that out. You're supposed to be resting. Let's see, what else we got?
You look amazing, Tangy.
Thanks, Mary. Mary looks amazing too. She has been working her tail off, literally. She has been really eating good and going to the gym. Let's see, we were in Missouri in February and came pretty close. What are you having done? Just joined. He is having, he has plantar fasciitis, which he has been dealing with for a year and a half. A year.
Yeah, a year and a half, at least. Of course, it's time to just get it fixed.
Duct tape.
Yeah.
I need to make sure that my stock of duct tape is good. Hey, George.
Might have to go with some Gorilla Tape on me.
Yeah. Jamie wants to know any updates on the homestead. Well, I will tell you this, because our schedules have been nuts, we decided to give ourselves grace and to keep things simple this year. So this time last year, I was planning a ginormous garden. I was gonna, while he was at work, dig up the yard and just plant all the things. And I was gonna do like experiments with sugar beets and all kinds of stuff. I had like all of these plans. But then March, whenever I changed jobs, I was like, I cannot do that to myself. So we've got corn, tomatoes, squash, cucumbers, not pickling cucumbers, salad cucumbers. We've got zucchini, jalapenos, and basil. And that's it. And I've not preserved the first thing. I will most likely preserve pesto. We still have a year's worth of cucumbers in our cellar. We still have a year's worth of salsa. I still have frozen shredded zucchini. I still have frozen breaded squash and okra in the freezer. I also have bags of frozen tomatoes from last year. I don't need to preserve anything, so we're really just eating fresh and loving it, loving all of it, all the things. So that is that update. Yeah. We had a broody hen. which we actually have a video that's going to come out probably in a couple of days.
We've actually been out filming outside today, doing an update with our garden and everything, and we plan on posting that probably in a couple of days.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this live in a couple of days, we will be showing you some of the stuff she's talking about right now.
Yeah, yeah.
And going back, thank you guys for all the, hoping it goes well with fixing the surgery and stuff with my foot. I'm reading all the comments, so I appreciate that.
Yeah. Anyway, so we did have a hen that went broody.
Yeah.
I'll just leave a cliffhanger with that one. So Amanda said the biggest question is, do you have butter in the freezer? I do not have butter in the freezer. But more on that maybe this week. But one thing, I'm actually kind of surprised that while we have not been making videos, I have gotten more messages about Wellness Wednesday than I have had anything else. Like, I really miss Wellness Wednesday. Are you going to bring Wellness Wednesday back? And so I think I will. I don't know if I can do it every Wednesday, but if I can maybe get out 1 or 2 a month, because there are things that I'm doing, that I'm learning, that I'm incorporating, and I would like to share. Yeah. So, and I might talk about butter during that conversation. But I will also direct, if you have any interest in learning about kefir or kefir or whatever, my friend Anna, the Fermented Homestead, has some wonderful videos. I highly recommend that you go check that out. So that might be something you hear me talk about in the video that we're going to have coming up later. Yeah. Hey, Miss Bex, how are you? Have I done any more home projects? Have we done any more home projects?
Oh, I'm thinking. It's been a while, so I'm thinking back. Nothing.
I don't think so.
I mean, nothing major like what we've gone through the last few years.
My cabinets still need a second coat of paint. They still need hardware put on them.
Not only did we stop going live for several months, a lot of the home projects actually got put on hold. I mean, once we got the house put back together and the addition put on, we just pretty much, just had to hit the pause button. Of course, we didn't stop. It's just, you got the job.
Went back to my old job.
You went back to your old job. Both our kids are pretty much working full time.
And they both changed jobs.
Yeah, and then I'm working. So
he has not changed jobs.
I have not changed jobs. Everybody but me has had new jobs.
Yeah.
So a lot of stuff, just working on the house and doing odd things, has been put on hold, except we did get a garden planted.
We did.
And we are growing stuff.
Yes.
And finally got the yard back together. So all that's going good and all that. And when a lot of that will be shown, in a couple days when we post the kind of the garden update video.
I can't remember if you showed it or not, but when he says getting the yard put back together, so I know Jen was here not that long ago, but we had still remnants of when the basement collapsed out in the yard, like the deck. We still had in the back of the yard all of our what do you call them? Landscaping stones.
Just blocks.
Well, what we had used, because he had just put in a couple of flower beds, if y'all remember, on either side of the deck. So whenever they were cleaning out the basement, they pulled all those out. So, and we had them all stacked back there where the deck was. Well, anyway, so he has cleaned all of that up.
Yeah, got it cleaned up. There was a part of our backyard, even though it was a small area, it was beginning to look kind of junky. And I was tired of looking at it. So I cleaned it all up. Oh, there was a project.
What's that?
That I'm super happy with.
Oh, yeah.
Very excited about.
Do you have that on video anymore?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if I have it on video or not. I may have it briefly shown in a video, but I built a wood shed.
So we can take our kids out there and whoop them now.
Which I've never built this type of wood shed, but it's I think it's pretty.
It is. It's really nice.
It's a pretty wood shed.
It is. He did
it's
a
not
really
just
good
something
job.
slapped together. I'm kind of happy with it.
Yes, he did a very good job.
Let's just say I impressed myself. I didn't think I had that in me.
I knew you did. I knew.
And it's probably 60 or 70% full of split firewood for this back here.
I was like, why are you pushing?
Yeah, so they can see this. Get away!
Get out of my way.
But yeah, so they we need a lot more firewood, but you know, we had bad storm. We've had lots of bad storms.
We've had a lot of crazy weather.
Well, it's not really that we've had bad storms, but the wind has been probably harder, stronger winds than in previous years.
The weather this year has been nuts. Okay,
It blew a lot of trees down, and I had a lot of wood to cut.
We did have an update video where we showed them the coop got knocked over back in, was it back in March?
Was that?
Yeah, that was in March.
In March,
we had
bad
90
storm.
mile an hour straight winds, no joke, and it pushed our coop over, killed 2 of our chickens. I mean, it was I have never in my life seen anything so wild. Me and Parker were home together, and I just, it sounded like it was going to blow the house away.
But our daughter and I, when we left work, it took us about an hour and a half to get home. I bet we took at least 5 detours. At one point, I had to get out and help a whole community saw up trees. After about the 5th detour, and after seeing hundreds of trees down, finally there was one little neighborhood that just said, "No, everybody's going to get out and saw all this up."
That's crazy.
But it was scary because trees were still falling, and we were still in the middle of the storm. Then I get home and see the coop down and trees down back here. That was insane. Yeah, that was. But we
insane. Honestly, compared to how our neighbors got it, we were very, very fortunate. There were trees uprooted everywhere. It was insane, but we had no trees down, just the coop flipped, and that was the worst that happened here.
But neighbors behind us had trees down.
I know where Dallas, Georgia is. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, we were out of power for 3 days just because of a thunderstorm.
Yeah.
But Kentucky.
So that storm happened, day 1, no power. Day 2, I leave at 4:00 in the morning and go to Georgia. Yeah. And he goes, "Are you for real going?" I'm like, "Well, yeah." They didn't get power until the day before I came home. Yeah. Yeah. But I was going for work, so.
I'm gone.
Yeah, I'm like.
Yeah, have fun with that.
Yeah. But they were okay. They're survivors.
I'm going where there's butter in the fridge.
Yeah. Okay, so really quick. Hey, there's my cousin Jared. Okay, so somebody asked, did we get a half a cow this year? No. You want to know why? So we actually, the friend that we bought our cow from last year said, "Hey, it's time. Do y'all want another cow?" Well, we can't. You know why?
Because something else.
Because all of our cow money is wrapped up in an engine. Yeah. Let's just say one of our vehicles needs a new engine. So now we have no beef in the freezer, and we're down a car. We're down a car. That's why your cousin had let you borrow a car. That is why I drove my cousin's car back up to Kentucky. And then you hit a deer with your cousin's car. Yeah. I'm like, I have never hit a deer. The time that when my car got totaled because of a deer, he was driving. Yeah. I've never hit a deer until that day. And I'm like, and of course it would happen when I'm driving somebody else's car. But again, thankfully, it's okay. But anyway, so we do not have cow in the fridge or the freezer because the Jeep ate it. The Jeep ate. Well, yeah. Oh, I thought the fuel pump went out. I'm just driving to work, and all of a sudden the engine just stops on me, and I pull over and put it in the parking lot and call my dad, who
has the ability to come haul my vehicle to our mechanic, and he starts taking the valve cover gaskets off, and he's just like, dude, you know, your timing chain jumped, the valves are bent. By the time we rebuild this thing, you might as well just look for a new engine. So long story short, new engine's on the way. It's going to be about another month before we get it.
Yeah.
And then it'll be several weeks before that gets
And we weighed all of our options. We even talked about selling his Jeep for parts and just getting something else. But we figured by the time we just get a new engine and put it in there, it will be less than just replacing the engine. So that is the route that we went. Oh, cool. Boston Rock was at Polyface Farms yesterday.
Oh, cool.
That is very cool.
Drove all afternoon to get there. Drove through huge storms on the way back to Missouri.
Man,
Boy, that's a long drive from Missouri to Polyface to Virginia.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you got to go.
I think it was Amanda that also asked if we were planning on going to any Homestead events this year. And as far as I know, the answer to that is no.
Hey, bud. Hey. Do you want to say hey? Sure. It's been 8 months. This dude, look at him. He's like 8.5 feet tall now.
Yeah. Y'all remember Parker? Y'all remember when he was little? Remember for those that were around during the Caber's wife, you remember the banana episode? Where he asked for a banana and I said no because he just ate. And people in the comments gave me crap about it. They're like, if my kid wants a banana, I'll let him have a banana. And I'm like, okay, well, this kid eats everything all the time. And I was just trying to save our groceries. You probably don't even remember that, do you?
No, I remember.
Oh,
yeah,
you do?
He does, yeah.
He was traumatized, yeah, he remembers.
No, but what was funny was like, for a few episodes after that, just every now and then you'd hear Parker in the background go, can I have a banana? Because he's funny like that. Parker is going to be 18 pretty soon.
15-hour drive, from Missouri to Virginia. I spent $3,500 on Hogan Homestead. Let's just say that's half of what I'm spending by the time we get it all put back together. Yeah,
it has been well, and here's the thing, you know, like there are some people out there who are financial advisors, and they will tell you to have an emergency fund of $1,000. Well, that's good advice.
It is good advice.
But I would recommend to have an emergency fund of $10,000 because $1,000 does not go as far as it used to. But
well, we had more than $1,000 in our emergency fund, but
he was so little.
It all got spent. Plus twice that much more. Yeah. You want a chair? Go grab a chair. Sit in here with us. The engine's about $5,000, and it'll probably cost another $1,000 or so to get it swapped out. Now the mechanic that we have is, I guess you could call him a family friend. He's known me. He actually worked for my dad for years and years and years. And he's known me ever since I was probably 14 or 15 years old. So he's somebody we trust. Yeah. Here you go, bud.
Speaking of Parker, so I had YouTube on the other day, and one of my old grocery haul videos came up. You'll have to go back like 7 years ago, and it was a Dollar General with coupons grocery haul. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but at the very beginning, so Parker used to do this character, the Australian Survivor. Do you remember? And I had everything set up, and the camera was rolling, but I guess I had stepped out to go get something. And then when I was checking my phone later, I came back, and there was a little snippet of Parker going, "It's the Australian Survivor. She's here doing her grocery haul." It was so funny. Parker was a hoot. I don't know.
Parker's had a big summer too. He's gone to several summer schools, music schools, learning like music theory and directing and how shape notes and stuff. So I mean, that's a cool thing. Very cool.
Yeah, he's actually got to hang out with some kind of like big deal people in that realm. Working with director.
You should start songwriting too, or writing songs. Just see if you like that.
Lost our second year only driver, truck sitting. Ugh.
Yeah, and this is his last year of high school too. So big senior now.
How are the kids? You want to tell people how you're doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing good.
He's doing well. He's working and he's sleeping.
And then he gets up and he works some more and then he sleeps.
He's gotten really good at mowing the yard too.
Yeah. So I don't know. You want to tell him anything?
No. Yeah, you can. I'm trying to read comments here. But how are your kids? Yeah. So the family's doing fine.
Yeah.
We're doing well. And you know, if you're late to the show joining us, which wow. Oh, I was like, how many people's watching us? I said 61 likes, but I don't. Does it tell us how many people's with us right now? I don't see that anywhere.
131.
Oh, 131. Awesome.
No, see,
128.
I'm
mentioning it goes down. But yeah, we appreciate everybody joining us. If you're joining us late, if you're joining us late, I went blank. No,
then how y'all doing?
We're so glad to be back.
Good to see you.
Back after many, many months of just
trying to keep our heads above
busy
water.
Stuff, not being able to go live like we normally do.
That was another question. Someone asked, why did you leave us? That was, I believe, their exact words. We didn't leave, not intentionally.
No, we didn't leave. Physically, we didn't go anywhere.
We put YouTube on the back burner because we wanted to focus on our family. We had a lot going on, and it's just really easy to get overwhelmed without having unnecessary stress. So
yeah. And if we knew if we tried to juggle everything at that moment that it was going to burn us out.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to resent not doing something.
Right.
But yeah, and then, you know, it's so easy to let something, you know, before you know it, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, it really goes by quick. And then you realize, yeah, we haven't been doing that in a while.
Let's see. Ramsey calls for 1,000 to keep you motivated, paying down debt, and keeping to the budget. Yes, I actually like a lot of his teachings. I think I have found that some people, you either like him or you hate him, which I think is funny. But and maybe it's because he's so strong in what he believes. But I'm like, bro, if you don't like it, just do something else.
Yeah.
But I like his principles, and I think like any plan that's out there, you can modify it to fit, you know, whatever it is that you need to do. But yeah, $1,000 definitely does not go as far as it used to. That is for sure.
Now you said you were getting lots of questions about Wellness Wednesdays. Did you have more to say about that? Were you going to try to get back into something that's going on now?
Now, I don't know how consistent I can be in it. So like I was saying, I don't know if I can do it every week, but I'll try to get maybe 1 or 2 out a month. The dog is snoring if y'all hear anything in the background.
It's like, is there a phone buzzing somewhere? And our dog is snoring.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, I have some things that I would like to share that I've been doing. And one thing that I will say that is nice about getting away from social media for a while is that a lot of times, and I can't speak for all creators, I can only speak for myself, but any of my content creator friends, you can chime in if you agree, but I think sometimes, you know, when you're creating content and you're coming from a place of contribution, sometimes it's easy to fall into a trap of caring too much about what other people think that you almost kind of lose the things that are most important to you because you're so concerned about pleasing other people. So this time away from YouTube has been really good for me to kind of think about what is important to me, like what is truly important to me without the influence of other people. And so I've been getting back into my Bible studies again. And then this is kind of why I would want to talk about Wellness Wednesday, because it all ties into what I've been focusing on. And so, but yeah, I mean, so even though we have missed putting things out, I think it's also been good too, for me anyway.
I will say this summer, finally getting back to normal work for me, I was able to go caving a lot because caves are cool. And I took you on some caving trips. We did a couple of educational after hours type trips. And I realized that 3-4 years ago, a lot of those passageways that I would squeeze through and zip through and everything, they were tight on me. I don't know how the cave shrinks in 3 or 4 years, but those passageways, I just didn't fit through them as fast and as quick as I did. So my goal is, after this foot surgery and these 2 or 3 months of recovery, that when I am able to get back, those tunnels will be bigger again.
We hope so.
Yeah. Don't know how it's going to happen, but it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So that's another thing, you know, with you focusing on some certain health stuff and me being cooped up for a while recovering, I'm really going to try to focus on it as well.
Yeah.
With me personally as well.
Did y'all have time to go camping this summer? We have not gone camping this summer. We actually don't like camping in the summer. It's too hot. It's too miserable. We like fall camping. In fact,
or spring.
Yeah, you remember?
Or winter.
When we went camp, was it in October of last year? Yeah, because it was during Homesteaders of America.
Yeah.
And so he and I went camping, and it was cold outside. We brought that little big, what is it called?
One of the Mr. Buddy propane heaters.
I was going to call it a Big Daddy. Yeah, a Mr. Buddy propane heater. And we stayed toasty. Oh, it was so wonderful. And that's, to me, the best time to go. Best time to go.
Yeah. I can't, man, I really don't want to sleep when it's 85, 90 degrees outside. It's too hot to enjoy it.
Yes.
And when I think of going camping, I think of a nice, cool evening where you can have a campfire. If you can't have a campfire, part of the camping is not fun anymore.
Yeah. And when we went, there was actually a burn ban.
There was a burn right when we got there.
And
they issued a burn ban, and we're like, really?
Yeah. And so I think we actually cut our trip short.
Yeah, we left a little bit
because
earlier.
it's like, that's kind of like a whole thing when you go camping, is to have a fire to cook on and just sit around. Plus, it helps with keeping the bugs away too. Camped the whole family Thanksgiving. Oh, I bet that was fun.
Now, this guy here, he will camp in the middle of a hurricane.
Yes.
Because I think you did one time. Actually, we don't really have camp.
Wasn't it when he turned 13? I think it was, because I was saying it was like your rite of passage.
Well, you camped out, what was it, this earlier this summer?
May, I think.
In May. And it stormed all night. And there was probably, 2 or 3 inches of water in the tent. That one time, your tent flooded. He's still sleeping. He's just like, I'll camp in that.
Yeah.
He said, he likes camping, but I really don't like camping in the summertime.
Yeah, and we were also, I remember when the kids were younger, we went camping and we all slept on pool floats.
Gosh.
That was awful. And then we were like,
That was at the Hootenanny, right?
Oh, was that the Hootenanny? I think you're right.
That was at the Hootenanny in Michigan, so that was several years ago. But instead of
don't recommend it.
Instead of air mattresses, we just had pool floats, so we blew them up.
That would be good for small children, like 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds.
Then they probably wouldn't deflate then.
Yeah. Keep you off the ground most of the time.
It works. It's doable, but no. I mean, that's basically your very budget friendly way of having a padding.
That's
in
so
your
sweet,
tent.
Rebecca. Hi, Maisie, for when she's watching the replay.
Oh, is she the one that said my daughter misses you?
Yes, that's so sweet. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. Goodness.
So maybe when I'm able to get back on my feet after the surgery and I'm up, that'll probably be about the same time we're getting the Jeep back.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be ready to go.
Hopefully.
So hopefully this fall,
we can do some
yeah,
camping.
all September shot.
Mm-hmm.
And then as we get into October, hopefully at least I can start getting out.
It's because you're saying Jeep.
What?
He's throwing up the Jeep wave, it looks like.
Every time you see somebody in a Jeep.
I think, or when you say it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Caves are cool. So are Jeeps.
All right, so what else? Oh, earlier, Tim asked if we had heard the song Richmond, North of Richmond. And yes, I think you cannot pull up social media anywhere and not hear that song. It's everywhere. And you know what's funny? I actually sent the link to that to my dad to listen to, and I said, I don't know if you guys have heard this song or not, but it's getting a lot of attention. And he said, I've actually listened to it 3 times already this morning. So it is definitely, I'm noticing a trend in songs that are bypassing all other genres, and they are songs about people being sick of the times. And it's just, the numbers don't lie, I don't guess. What else? What else is going on?
So I would really like to finish filling up our woodshed. Mm-hmm. That's another goal.
Yeah, and by the way, that was about beating the kids. That was kind of a joke. My dad says you're never too big to whoop, so if it came down to it, but it's not really what it's for.
Yeah. No, we want nice woodshed full of wood. What else?
I agree, Amanda.
Anything else?
About?
You talking about anything else going on or other projects that were...
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Let's see, I've restarted a sourdough starter, and I think it's finally about ready where I can use it. Mm-hmm. I've got a SCOBY growing, so I can get back into making kombucha, which that guy's excited about.
And I like it too. I'm excited about it.
Well, we all do. We all do. But it's just kind of cool when you...
I like kombucha.
It's cool when your kids, though, like, are you going to get back to making that healthy stuff? Yeah. I mean, those aren't his words, but that's in my head. That's how I hear.
You're thinking about butchering a chicken or 2.
2. Okay, see, here's the thing. We have 8 hens and 2 roosters. And 2 roosters is too much for 8 hens. Mm-hmm. They are tearing our poor girls up. But we also have a hen that hates being torn up by 2 roosters, and so she refuses to stay in the coop. We have clipped her wings. We have done everything that we know to do, and she refuses to stay. She escapes all the time. So we're thinking that one of the roosters and the one that I recently named Rogue, because she keeps going rogue, are going to end up in the freezer, probably.
What you looking forward to? You got anything coming up soon?
Colder weather.
Thank you.
Cooler weather.
Yeah.
The end of this year.
Yeah.
Because your birthday?
No.
There's that too.
Oh, yeah.
He's thinking of something else.
Yeah. Things that we're hoping to do. Am I putting in a fall garden? Yeah. I mean, kind of did. Just because we planted our garden so late. So we do have corn. Mm-hmm. And it is an 82-day variety, I think. So I should be good. I should be able to harvest before our first frost. Our tomatoes are just now starting to blush. Like, we've only been eating tomatoes for about a week now. I do have some green beans that we haven't harvested any of those yet because they're still too young. So I think probably the only thing that I might be adding will be greens, like lettuces, spinach. Should I even bother with kale? We don't like kale. We don't eat kale.
No, we really don't.
And I would like to plant some broccoli rabe. I have not planted any of that this year. I love it, and it grows a lot faster than broccoli, but it tastes like broccoli. And then, of course, radishes. Did I say radishes already?
Oh, wow.
Radishes. So, yeah, stuff like that. Well, no, probably not peas. But, yeah, so lettuce, broccoli rabe, spinach, radishes. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I don't know. I think that'll be it. Maybe beets. I like beets. I think I'm the only one that does, but I love beets.
Well, another garden project we did is we got new raised beds. And you really like them. You like the way they look.
Tell them what they are.
Well, I don't really know how to describe what they are.
They're like pallet frames. Like they're frame-ish things that
they're not like pallets.
Well, they go on pallets. Isn't that what you told me? They go on pallets to hold stuff on it.
Well, I don't know about that.
I thought that's what you told me.
They're boxes. They lay flat,
Good night,
but then
Julie.
they fold
Thank
out
you.
into rectangles, like a. I don't know. What do you think the dimensions are? 2x4, 2x6, something like that. 2x8, 4x8. I don't even know what they are. What's the dimensions of our raised beds?
I'd say they're 4x5, 4x4. They're square.
They're not square.
Maybe they're 4x5 then. Or 4x6. No, they're not 6 foot. I think they're 4x4. We'll go out there and measure them. To me, they look square.
I was all over the place. Usually she knows. Let's just say we don't know. But they fold out. They've got little hinges on the corners.
Do you know them?
And,
I'm talking to Parker.
No.
Okay.
So anyway, and they're stackable. So you can get, they're about this high, probably 1.5 feet high, maybe 2 feet high, and you can stack them too. So I bought a whole truckload of these, and I'm stacking them up so they're about 3 or 4 feet high, and just the perfect height. We've been filling them, compost and mulch and whatever inside of them. What?
My brother.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Hi, Jenny.
That's neat. That's neat.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, they're working out great. They look good.
They look great. I really like them.
And since they're all uniform and out there and everything growing well in them, oh Lord, we got our half pig, half dog.
Aww.
No.
That's Gertie.
Yeah.
She's the size of a 4-year-old.
But anyway, yeah, we got new raised beds. We moved the tire.
Yes. So if you guys remember, we had the herb garden and that big black tire, and we weren't using it. It was full of weeds except for my one sage plant that came back. And I told Jack, I was just like, let's just get rid of it and just make this all look nice and even now that we've got these really cute raised beds. It still looks like a mess out in the raised bed area because there's a ton of weeds. We need to put more wood chips out there, but it looks better than it did before. So, progress, not perfection.
Yeah.
That's what we're
And we didn't get rid of the tire. We've moved it. It's actually behind the woodshed.
Yeah.
So if we want to use it back there, we can.
Yeah.
But it's kind of behind the garage and the woodshed, so it's kind of out of sight right now, but it's still usable if we want to use it for anything.
Yeah.
So we'll have to wait and see.
Mandolin wants to know what your hobbies are.
His? Hobbies.
I can tell you what they are.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, he likes music a lot. And not the kind that you would probably think. He likes like quartet type music, like barbershop type stuff. He likes a cappella. He likes choir.
It's like 4-part harmony.
4-part harmonies, yeah. And then he listens, and then of course he's been going to a lot of music schools, so he's learning shape note reading, and he just really loves music. I mean, that's pretty much what he spends, I would say, the majority of his downtime focusing on. Yeah, he's also taking piano lessons, learning how to play piano.
Yeah.
And then when he's not doing that, if he's not talking to friends, he might be playing something.
He might, he's got his video games, and he's got his friends that he talks to on the phone a lot.
One of them is in the chat
and then
right
he's
now.
at work a lot. So
he's at work a lot. He's also into physical fitness. So he
and
takes
we're getting
care of
ready to
himself.
give him a whole lot more to do, because school is starting back, and we're getting ready to start piling the assignments on him. So he's going to be learning a whole bunch of new subjects this year, and
He's
writing some reports.
He's got to go out his senior year with a bang, I reckon.
Yeah.
And somebody asked, how are our kids? We have more than one. We also have Emily, which Emily is currently spending time with her boyfriend. They've been dating now for about 2 years, I think. Seem to like each other pretty good, I guess.
He's a good kid.
Well, he's a good young man.
He's a good young man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And anyway, and then of course she's working full time.
We've known him ever since he was a little kid.
Since he was a little kid.
Yeah.
But anyway, so she's working and she's loving what she's doing right now. It's kind of a family business that she's gotten into, so it's good stuff. Let's see. My son sings old harp. It's a dying art. He loves.
Do you know that?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a type of singing that's like they only use 4 different. It's either 4 or 5 different shape notes.
Cool.
It's like sacred harp singing. I think that's what they're talking about.
That's cool. What is the song, the guy that you did that presentation for? What was the song that we all sing that most people know?
What a Meeting in the Air.
What a Meeting in the Air. Some of you guys probably know that old song.
Yeah, the gospel, the church song.
Yeah, What a Meeting in the Air. Parker, one of the music schools that he went to, they had like what do you call it? Like a
sort of like closing singing.
They had a concert honoring that guy's songwriting, all the songs that he's written.
A tribute.
Yeah, it was a tribute to
That
him.
was what I was trying to think of. And but anyway, and Parker and some other students got to actually write and present like a speech and then a gift to him and his wife. So that was cool. That was pretty cool.
They had them like 2 different, because one was to him and his wife, the other one was to his son. So me and Bethany did it for their son, I think.
Yeah.
But she's watching, by the way.
Hey, Bethany.
She is. Well, hi there, Bethany.
Bethany is Parker's friend. They met at the school last year. Do you want me to say?
Yeah. No.
His girlfriend is watching. So hello, Bethany.
Mickey.
Some people get not nervous, but like embarrassed if you say things. So that's why I was being diplomatic.
Tangi, are you a realtor?
I am not a licensed realtor. No.
No, she is.
I just work for them.
she kind of manages them.
I keep them straight. Is what I do.
Tells them what to do. She's their boss. No,
Well,
she's not really
no.
their boss.
I'm not really their boss. I just help them keep it together.
You kind of, so you're the director of operations, but you're not the boss, but you kind of tell them what to do. You're directing your boss in a way.
Yeah.
How's that work?
Well, it's a lot of masterminding. We do a lot of masterminding. No, my job, it's no. So yeah, I help with trainings, making them accountable for their goals, helping them to achieve their goals. And then, like I said, like I do office management, help with contracts and transaction
A
coordinating.
lot of office management.
Yeah. It's a fun job. It can be stressful. There's like I said, I wear a lot of different hats. So, but it's fun. It's fun. I like the different aspects.
Since we've got so many watching, how many of you out there have had like good garden seasons or lost your crops because of storms? Any stories about that?
We'll mention it.
Oh, go ahead. No, I was going to say, I do miss not having okra this year.
Really?
Yeah, because I like okra. And what else do we normally grow that we don't this year?
Pepper, like bell peppers.
Well, yeah, the peppers. Stuff that we normally would eat a lot if we were growing it in our garden. We thought we were going to have some sort of pumpkin or watermelon, and it turned out it was all these little cool decorative little gourds.
Yeah,
so
and they're cute.
They're cool and they're pretty, and they'll be great to decorate with. But I thought, hey, we're gonna have some. We're gonna have some melons to eat.
Oh well, we did grow watermelon last year.
Yeah,
and those turned out fantastic.
Yes,
I know
those
we
were
had
great,
like
but we didn't grow them this year.
Didn't grow them this year. Let's see what else.
Crows ate my corn. Oh, crows ate Tim's corn.
Our corn is actually looking good, and I am shocked because we've had 3 storms. 2 of them laid them all one way, and we thought they'll be fine. They'll stand back up, and they did. We had a little pop-up storm that hit Saturday, and I thought for sure the corn was a goner because it wasn't all laid one way. It just looked like somebody went through there and stomped it all.
Yeah.
But surprisingly, the majority of it has stood back up. So maybe I'll actually have some corn this year. I hope.
We normally have lots of strawberries. We have a nice strawberry bed, but
this year and last year, the slugs have been awful. Yeah. And of course, we don't put anything on our food. So I do need to figure out do you guys have a good organic way of keeping slugs out of the strawberries?
So
I know
someone
we probably
said,
need to put straw down. I think that's one thing.
Oh, Serenity Hill says, worst gardening year they've ever had, but their herbs are doing great.
Yeah.
And I've seen that. We've done the same thing. We've had a really bad gardening year 2 or 3 years ago, but our herbs did wonderful. Mm-hmm. A little bit, everything's doing really well right now for us.
DE. Okay. I just have to remember to go out there and like, don't you like...
You've tried that, haven't you?
I may have. The only thing with DE, and it's not a bad thing, is just that like every time it rains, you have to remember to go out and put more on. But yeah, it's just the worst. Like when you go out there and you see a beautiful, big, juicy looking red strawberry and you pick it and turn it around and it's just nasty. And it's so disappointing.
Ducks eat slugs. I can get you some ducks.
We ain't getting no ducks. We ain't getting no ducks.
Yeah, I've got a coworker that raises ducks, and they want us to take some of their ducks so bad. I don't want them. Those are big birds, and they poop a lot.
A lot.
And but they're pretty. She shows me photos of them, and they're beautiful birds. The ones that she raises. Mm-hmm. I can't remember the specific.
Is it Muscovy?
Yes, I think it is.
When are we getting rabbits?
When are we getting rabbits? That's a good question.
Oh, I don't know.
Do you know Mike sold all his?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got rid of them.
Didn't even ask us if we wanted to buy them. So disappointing. Serenity, Jennifer. Okay, so when you put lime on your strawberry, do you dust it just like you would DE? And then and I know I need to mulch it too. I know that would help. See, I let my garden go in the middle of 2 cataract surgeries and my balance was poor. Sweet potatoes are still doing their thing. New glasses in fall garden all the way. Do you know I have never grown sweet potatoes. I love sweet potatoes. And Emily likes sweet potatoes, but I think she and I are the only ones in our family that like them.
I don't like them. I don't think Parker likes them either.
And your dad likes them. My dad likes them. Maybe I'll just grow them for me and Emily and our dads.
Well, it's like Tim was saying, he can get a dozen ear of corn for $4.
Yeah.
That's a good deal.
It is. Mm-hmm.
I had a coworker selling them for $5. Mm-hmm. And we did buy some from him.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's still some downstairs in the fridge. I think you put some down there. Forgot about it.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be chicken food.
Yeah.
For slugs, I crush up dried eggshells. Now, I've heard the thing about the beer. I've heard of that. Just dust, okay?
Yeah, you do need a pond if you're gonna have ducks, and we don't have a pond.
Yeah, we don't have. What about them goats? That's what I want to know. What about them goats?
Well, we know somebody that's giving a goat away.
Yeah.
But again, that's the last thing I need to deal with right now.
Let's see. He said when we get a
I'm going to be sitting in a recliner for.
Did you say a million? A million subscribers? No.
I did say that.
No, he said 100,000. 100,000 subscribers. I need 40,000 more subs, y'all. He really said a million. But I needed 40,000 more to get my goat.
Yep.
We compromised at 100,000.
So we're on our way. Just be patient, girl.
Mulch will let slugs live.
That slug.
Oh, and give a place for eggs. Yeah, we don't want that.
I don't want to burn up our strawberry plants, though.
Let's see. How to let my garden go this year. God had other plans. Yeah. See, that's.
So the mulch will let the slugs live and give them a place to.
Grizzly Gurr said, "I salt." Yeah, I remember doing that as a kid. Salting slugs.
We might have to just clean out our strawberry bed and try to
just kind of redo it.
Well,
it does need to be filled back in because it's all settled down, and so even though it's like got the bed around it, it's
and it's the one. So I told you we got all new raised beds, but the strawberries is still in the old original raised bed, and that wood probably doesn't even hold together. It's probably deteriorating to the point where if we kicked it, it would probably just fall apart.
Yeah. Ashley said goats are awesome. Just saying. I would agree. Let's see. I'm a prepper.
Their goats
How's it
are
going?
awesome. Have you seen their goats?
Yes,
They've been
I've
taking
seen
them to
their goats.
shows and showing them and winning awards.
Yep.
They got some pretty goats.
We just need to go to Indiana and go visit their goat farm, and then when you're not looking, Ashley and Marky are gonna help me. No, Mark is gonna distract you, and Ashley's gonna help me load some. That's what we'll do.
Tion wants a door on his. We still do not have a door.
No door on your room.
No door downstairs in the downstairs bedroom.
Hey, prep for eternity.
Just a doorway. Again, we had to put a bunch of projects on the back burner this summer, spring.
And now we ain't got no money to put some doors.
Now everything broke on us, so now new engine for a vehicle.
He said whatever.
Yeah. So we got excuses, Tim.
Brenda said, way behind on planting, so growing about a third of what she usually produces. I'm grateful for the volunteers. Amen to that. Actually, one of my tomato plants out in the garden is a volunteer. It's a Roma tomato plant. And I just moved it from where it was growing into the tomato row, and it's doing really good.
So get you a little bitty goat and a big purse.
Yes. See, Ginger knows what's up.
Have you a little purse goat.
Yes. I love it, a purse goat. The kind that wears pajamas, like the little onesies.
You can be like
so cute.
The Beverly Hills of homesteading.
the Beverly Hills Smith's Grove. Let's see. Want pigs so bad, but I'm pretty deep in my goat obsession. Can you make bacon from goats? You can make beef bacon.
I don't know about that.
You can make beef bacon. I guess you could really make anything out of bacon if you wanted to.
Or into bacon.
I don't know.
Or into bacon.
I don't know.
Into.
You know what? We've been an hour.
I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Well, it has a support. There you go. Listen, that basement collapsing really did a number
support
on me.
Goat.
I need an emotional support goat. I love it.
ESG. Support goat.
Goat tastes like it smells. Oh my goodness. Keep your eye trained on the rehab store for root. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. We do need to go check those out.
We've got two towns not far from us, and both of those towns have those stores.
Those habitat stores.
They both have them.
Sure do.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, this hour has flown by. It has been so good to catch up with y'all.
Yeah.
And hopefully things will continue to be easy enough that we can easy-ish, that we can hang out with y'all more often. Somebody did ask if we are going to go live next week. I will actually not be in town next week. I am going to go visit my family.
Yeah.
So we won't be able to be with y'all next Monday, but maybe
after that. Maybe after that. So maybe here in 2 weeks.
Yeah. But in the meantime, we are.
But we won't be on a hiatus for 8 months.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you, bud. Yeah.
But yeah, we do hope to put more content out. I don't know that any of it's going to be helpful. It might just be, hey, look what I'm doing right now, but not anything instructional.
Or at least you might be given updates now that you got some, maybe a SCOBY and some sourdough and.
Maybe.
And
I think I will make those muffins that well, you guys will see a video.
She made some great blueberry muffins with her sourdough starter.
I got the recipe from some off Pinterest, but I changed a little bit, and I'm telling you what, they're healthy and they taste like cake. They are wonderful.
It was good.
So maybe I'll do next time I make it, maybe I'll do a video on that, but anyway.
And we did some filming today and a couple days ago.
Yeah.
So
our next video is pretty much like a montage.
Yeah, we'll be putting that together.
A few days.
And we actually found an old video that we may try to post that we didn't, but we think y'all would really like it.
Well, before
because it's got a special guest.
I need to contact that special guest to make sure
it's okay.
We're good.
Yeah.
I mean, it was intended for that, but we made plans.
Just want to make sure that they're okay with go ahead and still do it.
All right.
So everybody have a great night. Thank y'all so much for joining us. I know it's been a while, and I'm glad,
Yeah.
It's awesome to hear y'all say y'all missed us. We missed y'all too.
Yeah, and if I think most of y'all already do follow us on our respective Instagram accounts and on Facebook. We haven't been posting there as much either, but we are trying to post more. So if you want somewhere to hang out with us when we're not on YouTube, that would be a good place to go.
Yeah, I think mostly if we do instructional stuff, it might be also motivational, helpful type stuff because wellness. We want to try to really get back into the wellness
Anna. It is
stuff.
you. Yeah.
Yes. What?
She said, "Is it me?" So are we talking about her? Yes, we're talking about you.
Yeah, she knows. She's just like, yeah, I know. We filmed a bunch of stuff and it never got posted.
Yes. So anyway, yes. You all have a wonderful night. So much fun hanging out with y'all again. So we are going to go ahead and get off because I still have to clean the kitchen and get ready for tomorrow. So until next time, remember to be vigilant, be prayerful, and be prepared.
What?
God bless you all.
What?
Tim, my word. Anyway, I forgot what I said. So anyway, good night, y'all.
Good night. See y'all. Y'all take care.
See ya.